Comes with the ascending limb, and it comes up into the distal convoluted tubule.
Distal convoluted.
And then over here it goes into the collecting tubule, and then drops into the collecting duct, which drops the urine all the way down through the renal papilla into the minor calyx, which is right here, into the major calyx, into the renal pelvis, into the ureters.
So this stuff never goes on this side?
What's that?
This, like, whatever gets processed through here, doesn't go on that side?
No, everything drains into the collecting duct. See all these areas here? These are from other nephrons that are draining in.
Oh, okay.
Aren't there two nephrons though? There's a superficial and a deep.
Well, this is the cortical nephron, which is higher in the cortex. This is the juxtamedullary nephron, which is lower, closer to the actual medullary line.
Okay.
But it's the same process. You just reverse it because it's a mirror image of this. This over here is the vasa recta.
Oh wait, I missed that.
The vasa recta is a vascular structure that actually covers most of the ascending and descending tubes or limbs. And then over here is the paratubular capillaries that just kind of imagine this over the DCT and the PCTs up here. So the paratubular capillaries are right here. These are them. They cover that. And here's the vasa recta, which covers the descending ascending limbs.
So these are capillaries in here too then?
Yeah. Capillaries basically starts off with an artery. Here's a vein, artery, they come down into venules and arterioles, and then they start going through the capillary bed right here.
Oh.
Okay?
Okay, really quick, this is the descending limb, this is the ascending limb, this is the distal convoluted tubule?
Convoluted.
Okay, where's the vasa recta?
Which is how you
This
said
is
that
the
word.
this is the vasa recta.
The whole thing?
Yep.
Why?
Why is that the vasa
Yeah, why
recta?
is
Because I said so.
So this one and this one make up the vasa
This is the vasa recta that surrounds the tubule structures. This is the paratubular capillaries, which surround the tubular structures up here
Okay.
for reabsorption and secretion.
That's a lot.
Where's the jugular mercular apparatus?
The jugular,
Juxtaglo.
juxtaglomerular
Yeah.
complex apparatus. Well, it's represented right here.
Oh.
Okay. Here's the DCT, and over here is the afferent and efferent arteriole. Now, if you look in your book, you'll see that the DCT has the macula densa right here. These are
Where?
the right here.
Okay.
That's the macula densa. These are the
Macula
mesangial
densa.
cells, and then inside your in your text, it'll show a bunch of cells in between the efferent, afferent, and the DCT, which is located right here, which you can't see
But you
them,
can't see them.
as the endothelial cells.
So this is the macula densa.
Macula densa is on this side of the juxtaglomerular complex. These are the messenger cells of the juxtaglomerular complex.
Okay.
Anything else?
The loop of Henle?
Yeah.
Same thing as the nephron loop. It's this loop right here.
Okay. Both of them?
Yep.
Both of those
Yep.
loops.
In other words, whatever I tell you here is the same thing here. The only thing that's different is one is a cortical, the other one's a juxta.
Okay. Proximal convoluted tubule.
And here.
That's proximal convoluted tubule.
Yep.
Okay.
And that's distal convoluted too.
Distal.
So this is proximal because it's the closest one coming off of the renal corpuscle. This is the distal because it's the furthest one away from on the line. Starts here and ends right here.
Okay. So this is this thing blown up.
Yeah. This right here you're looking at shows you a little bit of the distal convoluted tubule, a little bit of the proximal convoluted tubule, and the afferent and efferent. Just get that all right.
Okay, this is the afferent takes and then this is the efferent.
Yep, comes out.
Okay.
So,
Arterioles, I should say.
so these are the descending and ascending?
Limbs.
Okay.
All right.
Awesome. Glomularis, I missed that.
The glomularis is one of the portions that make up the renal corpuscle. So this is the glomularis. This is the glomerular capsule or the Bowman's capsule, and together they make up the renal corpuscle, which is this structure right here. So if they were to point at one of these, they said identify the structure.
Renal corpuscle.
Renal corpuscle. If they said identify this on the inside, glomularis. If they said identify this on the outside, Bowman's capsule or glomerular capsule.
So does this,
Glomerular capsule.
this part is the only one that has the visceral layer, or does this one do too? It's just not showing
It just doesn't show it.
Okay.
In other words, this has a visceral layer covering it to show you what it looks without and with.
Okay.
And these blue structures are podocytes.
Podocytes.
I don't know if you have to know those.
I
No.
don't think so.
Okay.
So you said that this is the renal capsule, This is the
This is a renal corpuscle.
corpuscle, sorry. And what was that one again?
This is the glomerular capsule or Bowman's capsule, and it
Oh, glomerular.
houses the glomulus, which is a capillary. This is all this is a capillary bed.
So the glomularis would just be this.
That whole thing on the
The
inside.
whole thing
What's
on the inside.
purple?
Purple is the parietal layer, and the yellow
That's
is the
what-
visceral
Visceral
layer.
layer.
This
Yellow.
is the parietal layer out here.
Visceral's yellow. Okay.
And these are all cuboidal. And this is the only area that you have brush border cells where there's cilia on the simple cuboidal. And one thing I don't know if I told you that. Where the cortex comes down, this is called the renal columns.
Yeah.
This
we
is the
got that.
cortex, medulla, and these are the columns. So you have
Okay.
column, column, column.
So the medulla is like from here to here, and the whole thing's a pyramid.
Well, the medulla is just a layer.
Oh.
Cortex is just a layer.
Okay.
But the medulla layer is made up of pyramids.
Okay, that makes more sense. Okay.
Okay?
And last word. Proximal convoluted tubule. Where was that?
You
again?
show me.
Oh gosh, I don't remember.
Proximal means close
Close
to. the
to.
renal
Oh
corpus.
yeah, that was that. This
Yeah, it's right there.
proximal and then this distal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which,
Just
where's
see it
on-
three
where's
times.
on here?
Go ahead. You can show.
Proximal is where?
Go ahead.
That's proximal.
And that's distal.
Because
Okay.
Video.
Best way to remember is the proximal comes off of the renal corpuscle, but the distal just passes by.
Okay, that's easy. All right. Thank you.
Yay, thank you.
Got it?
Very much.